Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome to Making It, the series about creators, community, and what it really takes to succeed. Before we jump in, I want to give a super special shout out to Cricket for sponsoring this video and helping creators like me and my dog Isaac here do more of what we love. First off, bro, I love your content, man.
Thank you, man.
Like, you got a good mix of like culture and athleticism, and you still like doing a lot, just talking about the community and a lot of history in there. But I want to know how you use this passion that you have to cultivate community.
Knowing the story behind something or knowing the reason why it exists or why it's there is imperative, I think, to being successful either with it or next to it, and just understanding how it works. Also, a fact that, you know, today, like, Black culture and a lot of Black history is attempting to be, you know, kind of silenced and pushed down. I don't want people to forget the value that Black history has.
You connecting kids to history, to culture in a way that's so visual and so captivating that they can probably see themselves. And I'm from the projects in DC, bro. I ain't never seen nobody do band nothing. And then when I stumbled upon your page, I could absorb. I went to a HBCU too, and we ain't had no band, you know what I'm saying? But I could absorb that part of the culture in a different way, and I felt close to it. So you're doing it. Like, that's how you build community. You got the youngins seeing you, aspiring to be like you. You got the old heads seeing you, being nostalgic. And that's the bridge between two generations that probably wouldn't connect otherwise. So yeah, you doing the thing, bro.
I appreciate you saying that, because I do have moments where, like, I don't feel like, not that I'm not it, but it's like I'm not portraying that as well as I could be.
You ain't here on accident.
Yeah.
Success too hard to stumble upon.
Absolutely not.
To just be here on accident. You know, you here on purpose, bro. So I had to practice owning that, and I ain't gonna sit here and act like I just got it, like I can harness it whenever I want. I got my moments of doubt too, but it's just a constant reframing and constantly reminding myself, having that other voice in my head too, to make sure the negative one isn't the only one yelling. You follow that passion, man, that got you here. Man, we talking a lot. I want a beverage. You want a beverage?
Yeah, if you could. Yeah, I don't definitely want mine.
Let's go get a beverage, man.
Give it to me straight, because it's some stuff I definitely want to make sure I iron out. How are you intentional, or I say, how do you be more intentional with your content and, you know, just more consistent when it comes to how you work and who you work with?
Man, I think it's really just keeping in mind who I am and how I operate. I think the thing for me that's real liberating, Isaac, real talk, bro, is the same person I am on camera, I am with my family, I am with my friends, I am with strangers. I'm the same person across the board. I just lean into different parts of that identity. So when you vibing and you being yourself, you don't really have to worry about those things. You lean into what feels good and what feels natural, and it just shows up on camera. So I think that's the intentionality, making sure that I don't put myself in a place where I feel fake or feel like I have to fit a certain narrative. Mm-hmm. So they came to me for me. Just give the people what they want and just make sure that I'm comfortable with what's going on.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah. What about you, man? How do you stay intentional?
I'm glad to say I have turned away from stuff. I know there's some content, like, or some things I won't speak on, just because, one, if I don't have an understanding of it, I won't say nothing about it, or I'll go do research on it. But if it's something that, you know, doesn't really resonate with who I am or the stuff that I put out or what my audience wants to see from me, it's like I'll kind of stray away from it. But at the same time, I still want to make sure I push myself, you know, to be more informed, you know, put out more content and stuff like that. You have made a career out of this, and this is your livelihood.
Yeah.
And I want to get to that.
And you will. As long as you just don't sell out for the bag. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't sell out for the bag. It's shiny and it looks good, and you can pay all your bills with that bag, but you lose your audience's trust, you lose your credibility, and you kind of lose a little bit of like sense of self. You know, you lose touch of who you are and what you came into it for.
So what's one thing that you do to show up for your audience and yourself at the same time?
Man, honestly, I show my mistakes. I love it because for me, it allows me to be really authentic with my whole process. You know, it allows me to not have to hide stuff, not have to maneuver around and put up this perfect image. I show my mistakes, I show my flaws, and I own them joints in public. It allows people to see themselves, like people to see the humanity. And then they don't have these unrealistic expectations of me. Listen, you know, sometimes you may say a bad word in your content, or you may admit I could have done better as a dad or as a husband or as a creator, as a man, as a person, as a citizen. Putting that out there just allows you not to break your neck falling off a pedestal that you ain't even ever put yourself on. You feel me?
Yeah, man. And it's funny you say mistakes because, you know, sometimes people will hold you to your mistakes like so much.
Man, what?
Like hold you up against the wall because you might mess up or something. And I can speak just off experience, especially people in Black culture, and just like sometimes they can be the worst critics.
We expect a lot from us. Yeah.
So, you know, I do kind of hesitate when it comes to like my content. Sometimes it's like I want it to be perfect. I kind of want to set a great example, but at the same time, I don't want to show any mistakes. I don't want anybody like doubting what I know how to do. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, yeah, humanity is who we all are. So I definitely get you on that.
Yeah, it used to be people tune in because they want to see a perfect version of something. Now they want to see themselves reflected. People aren't perfect, so it all works.
Right.
All right, so you are a growing creator. I want you to tell me something that's important that you learned along the way.
One of the things I have learned is social media will always be there. It's a process and it's a journey. And you know, you gotta be willing to wait. You gotta have patience. So
Willing to wait is a bar.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for social media. It's cool to be there, but you know, even with all the, like I said, everything going on in the world and all different types of content coming at your face at one time, sometimes you gotta turn the screen off, take some time off, and just have patience with yourself and have patience with what you do.
That's probably the biggest lesson I learned, man, is it's always gonna come at you at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Control what's coming at you. You know, social media is something I do. It's not who I am. You know, a creator is what I do. It's not who I am. I just make sure I feed those other parts of life while I'm still getting busy doing my thing online.
Right.
All right, that's gonna be it for us today, but make sure y'all check out the next episode of Making It, where we talk about unleashing your creativity while still staying true to yourself. Catch y'all next time. Y'all be good.